Welcome back to another exciting episode of Nerd Stay Out. Today we are making shit up as we go because neither one of us read anything and we're being lazy. Um, but we fumbled last week and didn't get a podcast out, so I feel really necessary that we get one out this week. So here goes nothing. Today we're going to talk about what we've been watching lately. So I don't know how we're going to title this. Um, any ideas?
I ain't got a clue.
All right, I'll figure something out. Much like I always do. But since it's uh, and I'm your host, Jaquat, and my co-host.
Hollywood,
Feel like we haven't done that in a while.
we do it every episode.
Yeah, but it's been a while since we did an episode.
It's been a week.
Whatever. In my mind, it's been a while. You have to remember, I run on like super time. ADD out of control right now.
Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
It does. It does help me. With a nice glass of bourbon. But since it was your topic, you can go first.
Well, I watched Godzilla. Good old fashioned kaiju smackdown.
I've been meaning to go see that, but I haven't.
I won't say that I went and saw it. I'll just say that I saw it.
Giving you a look right now.
So, saw that, and X-Men Dark Phoenix watched me. So since I didn't really fully pay attention to that, I'm not gonna say it was like the most terrible X-Men movie ever, because I didn't really see it. It taught me I didn't really see it.
Did your wife want to go?
Again, I won't say that I went to see that. I went to say that it saw me. But I have been watching Legends of Tomorrow. One of the few Arrowverse shows that I actually still pay attention to. Flash is getting a little redundant for me. They're starting to lose me.
Yes and no.
And I think they got to figure out a way to break up these 24 episodes they're doing.
I mean, so Flash has a similar formula that Supernatural had. Actually, they pretty much have all the same formula. Introduce big bad guy. Hero gets ruffle stomped. Fight through mini bosses, and then fight the big bad guy.
Yeah, but it worked better for Supernatural.
15 seasons.
At this point in Flash, I'm like,
You feel like it's redundant because it's been speedsters for 3 seasons, and then they finally broke away from speedsters.
But did they?
Yeah.
But did they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yes.
Really?
Hold on.
Cicada may not have been a speedster, but Cicada was also not the big bad.
No, he was. He was.
No, he was not.
His daughter was.
No, she was not.
His niece.
No.
Minor villain, minor villain, minor villain, minor villain, minor villain.
Oh. It made you think they were the big bad.
All right, Thinker, which is DeVoe.
Yeah.
which and Grodd, which I'm mad they didn't do more with.
Grodd just shows up. Grodd is a mini boss.
Savitar, Dr. Alchemy, Future Barry Allen, Godspeed, whatever you want to call him. He was not who he was. He was Future Barry Allen. I read that comic. I know that comic. I wish they had done better. Zoom. Vandal Savage showed up and Reverse Flash.
Oh, Vandal Savage was more of the Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah. Reverse Flash, Zoom, and Savitar were your three main speedster villains that I recall. Also, Zoom is not just Zoom. It's Professor Zoom, aka Hunter Zolomon.
Oh, he wasn't a professor. I was.
No. Also, not originally Barry Allen's speedster villain. He was Wally West's.
So you had the Thinker and you had Cicada, right?
Yeah.
But Cicada wasn't really the big bad.
So you think Eobard was manipulating...
Eobard was manipulating the whole thing. Have you watched that season?
Yeah.
At the very end, he proved that he manipulated the whole thing. Because he needed them to destroy Cicada's blade so that he could be free. Or else he was going to get the death penalty. The only thing stopping him from being free was Cicada's blade. Because it was nullifying his powers.
Oh.
So he literally manipulated the entire thing so that it would destroy Cicada's blade, it would free him, and not only would it free him, it would completely alter the future that they'd already had.
Fair enough. Well, again, I do... So, hear me out. I like that they are going back to this Eobard-Barry Allen rivalry. Reason being is because Eobard and Barry Allen are each other's arch rivals. As far as Hunter Zolomon, Godspeed goes, or Savitar, or Future Barry Allen, Future Barry Allen shows up, plays a minor role in the comics, does some things, but ultimately...
That's not Godspeed. They did Godspeed in the last season.
Ultimately...
They were literally just leaving him as Savitar.
Huh?
We're talking about Future Barry Allen, right?
Yeah,
he's just Savitar.
Yeah, but he was calling himself the God of Speed.
Yeah, but they actually had Godspeed.
No, they didn't.
Dude, yes, they did.
I swear I did not see a Godspeed reference in there.
Dude, it wasn't even a reference. It was a whole episode. When they showed how his daughter got her powers in the future, she fought Godspeed.
How did I miss this? I don't remember this scene. But I also don't see anything about Godspeed.
Because it was a commercial or whatever. A clip.
Do you recall what episode it was?
No. What does that say?
Godspeed first appearance. Oh my god, where is it? Huh. I totally missed this scene.
Mm-hmm. I told you they use him as a flash in the pan.
They really should have done him better.
This is literally the only episode he was in. And by the end of the episode, she defeated him, and that was it.
They really undercut Godspeed.
But he was trying to.
Did you ever go read that segment I sent you?
Here we are talking about an episode of a podcast about comic books, where we mentioned at the beginning of the podcast that we had read no comic books.
Well, I sent you that a couple weeks ago. Alright, so essentially Godspeed is more broken than what they portray in the show. Albeit that Barry does defeat him fairly easy once he figures it out. Granted, he had the help of Wally West at the time. And I honestly don't think Barry Allen could have beaten Godspeed the first time solo.
Well, Nora couldn't either. He whooped her ass. And then they met again, and Eobard told her how to defeat him.
Did they do the Godspeed in two places thing?
No.
Also, I like his suit more in the comic.
But they did do Reverse Flash in two places.
Godspeed was the only one to ever do displace himself twice. Without manipulating time, by the way.
They, in the last episode of this last season, they literally had Reverse Flash chasing Nora and Barry. Two completely separate directions.
Huh. Maybe he stole some tricks from Godspeed. Also, Savitar was a minor villain in the comic books. Just putting that out there.
Well, this is a TV show, excuse me. Excuse that flatulence. It's a TV show. And much like everything else, creative liberties. I'm sure they didn't have 3,000 different Harrison Wells show up in the comic books as well.
No, Harrison Wells doesn't even exist.
Well, there you go. See?
Okay, but Harrison Wells was a likable person once they got past the first one.
That's not the point. Now you have 3,000 different ones. It's a different Harrison Wells every season.
Alright, so you watched Flash, you watched Legends.
Legends was cool because, well, it was cool to me because I'm a Constantine fan, and I was really bummed out when they canceled Constantine after the end of the first season. And Legends Season 3 kind of doubles as a Constantine Season 2. And he's in it the whole time, and they give a lot of background about his stuff, and fight. The main villain technically becomes like one of the demons that his main villain, which is the demon that he sold his soul to or whatever.
Etrigan?
No. What? Etrigan doesn't take souls.
I know.
He just rhymes and kicks ass.
I know.
It's like Neron or something like that. But yeah, I was like, oh, this is pretty freaking cool. So I enjoyed the heck out of that. Because there's a lot of magical references and stuff like that. And the way they ended it, I'm wondering if they're going to go ahead and just keep Constantine on as one of the Legends of Tomorrow. Like, I wonder if that's going to be their way of kind of keeping that thing alive. I still got hope alive that at some point somebody's going to pick up Constantine and go ahead and do a season 2. Maybe I'll subscribe to DC Streamer if they do Constantine season 2. Just until the end of the season.
I'm at the point with DC streaming that I really just need them to like publicly release Young Justice.
I mean, I heard Swamp Thing was pretty good.
I heard the only thing fire on there was Young Justice. So be that as it may, that's the only thing I want to watch.
I heard Young Justice was fire. I heard Doom Patrol was really good. I heard Swamp Thing was fire, but unfortunately they canceled that after the first episode. I'm gonna assume they have a whole season recorded, but after the first episode aired, they canceled it.
And I'm questionable on the live action Teen Titans.
I heard that turned out pretty good too.
This is a toss up for me. I'm at the point where I don't want to spend the money to watch it, but I will gladly watch it if presented with the opportunity.
I mean, you can subscribe for a month and binge the hell out of everything in the cancel.
They have a free month trial.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Most things do.
I thought they had a free week.
Well, then subscribe, binge the hell out of it for a week.
See, the way my binge list is set up right now.
Well, I mean, if you go on for the free week, I would prioritize whatever I have to watch within that free week.
Yeah, no.
Everything else that I can just watch.
Yeah, no. It'll probably be like a week or two if they only have a week. If they have a full month, then I'm gonna start that within probably like the next week and binge everything. I'm about finished with season 4 of Black Mirror, or I just started ish. I'm like 2 episodes in. It's only like 6 episodes, but their episodes are freaking hour long.
What is episodes?
Black Mirror.
Oh, you just started Black Mirror?
I started Black Mirror a couple weeks, like maybe 2 weeks ago. Last time we did a podcast.
Yeah, but at least like 1 or 2 seasons are only like 3 episodes.
Yeah, the problem that I'm having is that every episode is an hour long.
Dude, you watch Supernatural religiously.
Dude,
you watch Flash
52 minutes.
Religiously.
Dude, 52 minutes, an hour and 6, or an hour and 20.
They're little movies.
And they all have crapshoot endings.
When you sit down and watch Supernatural, how many episodes of Supernatural do you usually watch before you move on to something else?
No comment.
My point exactly.
But Supernatural is easier for me to watch.
Well then, maybe the Twilight Zone ish ain't for you.
Like, at least there's some sort of resolution at the end of each episode of Supernatural.
There is resolution at the end of Black Mirror.
Man, it's all fucked up.
Yeah, well, nobody said it had to be a happy ending. Just an ending.
No happy ending for you.
I think there's like 1 happy ending.
No happy ending.
2 happy endings.
No happy ending.
There's a couple of fairly happy endings. It may not be happy for everybody in the ending, but you know, it just depends on what gray area you look at it.
I feel like I'm about to regret this.
Googling happy ending, you just might.
I just want the sound. Maybe I should go to YouTube for this. That's safer. They're all songs.
Anywho, as many hour-long shows as you watch, and you watch multiple episodes of it, it's not the length of Black Mirror that's the problem here. It's that I don't think you really like the show. It just may not really be for you.
So here's the problem I'm having, is that some episodes catch me and then some don't.
Well, I mean, that's gonna be with everything.
Well, the difference between Black Mirror and other shows is like other shows actually have a consistent storyline. So with Black Mirror,
watch Twilight Zone.
Yes, I have.
There is no storyline for Twilight Zone. It's an anthology series.
I know.
I mean, at least it's all consistent. It's in the same universe.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I need their VR tag.
Did you see the episode where the chick wanted to be a singer and they made her a porn star?
Yeah. I got episode something.
Episode something.
It was early off.
I mean, as I tell anybody who watches Black Mirror, once you make it past the pig fucking, you're good. It's all smooth sailing from there.
That was probably the worst one.
It is. It is to me. It is hands down the worst one. Once you get past that, it's all smooth sailing from there. You always have that to fall back on for comparison.
I mean, there was that one guy that like divorced his wife and all kinds of crap because she was sleeping with some other guy. She was cheating.
The one with the chick with the memories or whatever.
Yeah, and their daughter might not even be theirs. Let that sink in. So remember, kids, no matter how bad life gets, just remember, you haven't had to fuck a pig.
Just think about it, though.
That's the takeaway.
That memory chip gives a whole new meaning to the old highlight reel.
I'm that dude was rubbing one out to his greatest hits.
I'm just saying, bro. People do it all the time now. They just don't have the vivid memory of it. Then you can watch it. There is no need to try and remember it. You can just rewind it and actually watch it. Like I said, a whole new meaning to the highlight reel.
Anyway, let's move away from messed up topics. So I finished Arrow. Arrow does not get a happy ending. Although they might touch more onto Arrow's ending with the next season of Flash to give him
still be considered Arrowverse with Arrow no longer in existence.
Huh? I mean, technically, it's the CW DC verse.
Nah, but they refer to it as the Arrowverse.
I mean,
because it's all started with Arrow, so they refer to it as the Arrowverse.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, no, you probably can't, but it's probably what they'll do. Or they'll refer to it as the Flashverse. One of the things that I was really disappointed that they never did was bring in Supergirl into their universe mainline. Because it's kind of sucky that Supergirl doesn't have these crossovers like that. Like if she was mainline and everything else was like main universe, they probably could do a lot more crossovers without having to like escalate everything so quickly. Like Flash and Arrow had a few crossovers that weren't super high end in threat level.
I thought it was pretty funny that in this season of Legends, because if you watch the crossover event this year and Legends aren't in it, I thought it was funny that this season of Legends, there's an episode where they receive a call from Barry and Oliver, and they reject the call. And it's like, it sounds like it's this year's annual crossover. Nah, we're good.
Yeah. I mean, when you time travel, could you really justify rejecting a call? It literally takes up next to no time, comparatively.
They said they are not participating in this year's crossover shenanigans.
What was this year's crossover?
The Book of Destiny.
Nah, they were better off without Legends.
I mean, I'm not saying Legends there would have made it any better. I'm just saying this was.
I mean, to be honest, the only one that probably would have been useful was Adam. And even that's questionable. Well, I take that back. Firestorm would be useful.
Firestorm is gone.
What?
How many seasons back are you on Legends?
Were they on season 4?
I think so. No, season 3.
I watched up to season 2.
I think it's season 3. It might be season 4. I think it's season 3. Whatever season it is.
I watched up to season 2. I ended Legends with the death of Eobard Thawne, quote unquote. So I don't know. Which is really messed up that they were just off fires. This is why I don't like Legends, because they off people and they don't freaking.
Nobody said they killed him. He's just not on there. Just like Wally's not on there.
Wait, Wally was on Legends?
Yes. So it might be 4 seasons. So I think you missed the whole season. Because Wally came in and he helped them. And he was there
season 3.
For like half the season.
Yeah, for like season 3. Which, again, I didn't understand why Wally went to Legends. And he hasn't shown back up in Flash. So I'm really confused as to what they're doing with him.
He's like in Tibet or something.
Yeah. But why?
I don't know. But we have to wrap this up because I gotta go home.
All right, cool. Last but not least, I have finally caught up on one of the YouTubers I've been following for like a couple years. It's a car vlog, so not exactly nerd related. But if you're into cars, check out TJ Hunt's channel. It's pretty interesting. Again, he has to go, so we're wrapping this up. You're literally walking out the door on me. Oh. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to wrap this up solo. Shorter than most of our podcasts, but if you liked hearing this sort of podcast where we just really informal, just talk about what we've been doing, give it a thumbs up. If you've made it this far, comment Flash Rocks down in the comments. Again, thanks for tuning in. Peace out and stay nerdy.